Hey guys, it's Rachel from Little Ring Lamb. Today I have a book review on Twenties Girl by Sophie Kinsella. This is a standalone book and the last actual Sophie Kinsella book that is out that I haven't read, besides the new one that's coming out in like a few weeks. But I was very excited to read this. A lot of you guys were telling me on Goodreads when I was reading Finding Audrey that this was your favorite Sophie Kinsella book. I had it on my shelf, so I was like, what the heck? I really feel like reading some more Sophie Kinsella books, so I decided to go with it. So basically, if I look down or over, I'm looking at my notebook, which is on my lap. And also, this will be a spoiler-free review. And if you're new to my book reviews or just need a refresher, I rate my books in 5 different categories: plot, characters, cover, suspense, and overall in terms of reading again very soon. 5 out of 5, not so soon, 1 out of 5. A brief synopsis of this book is, it feels like so long ago since I've read this because it was literally like a week and a half ago, but basically it's about Laura Langton and her life. She kind of reminds me a bit of a Becky Bloomwood character. Is it Bloomwood? I could be saying her last name wrong, but the main protagonist from the Shopaholic series. She kind of reminded me very much of her. And basically, at her great aunt Sadie's funeral, there's a ghost that appears, and it's her great aunt Sadie, but she's a ghost of her younger self, and she needs to find her necklace, and that is her dying wish. It's this really pretty necklace they have on the front. It's I don't know if you guys can see that, but basically it's a dragonfly with like diamonds and like nice beads and stuff like that. And basically it says they spar, and she has to do all the things. Like her great aunt demands her to do quite a few things. They kind of play off each other, like they all both help each other, and it's just a really good book. Now this book I was kind of hesitant on because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may know that I'm not a big fan of the supernatural. Now ghosts I kind of exclude from that category, but werewolves, vampires, ghosts can be a little iffy, I would say. Just to me reading about like other media types, fine, but just reading, I just can't get into it. I don't know what the block is, but basically, yeah, that's why I was a little hesitant, because I never read a Sophie Kinsella book that had some supernatural elements. So I was a bit wary about that, but it paid off because I gave the plot a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely loved it. For all the trepidations I had, it definitely lived up to its name. I can see why a lot of you guys think it's your favorite. It didn't get a full 5 for me because it took a little while for me to get into, and I didn't really like the characters at the beginning, which I know plot's not part of the characters, but I didn't really like how they were going at the beginning. But by the time they got moving and the plot progressed, I really liked the ending. I just found it to be a really good book, and I could definitely see this one being another, like, one of those chick lit movies, or chick flick movies, not chick lit, that makes no sense. Chick flick movies, definitely really good. Characters I give a 4 out of 5. Now, as I said before, the characters took me a little while longer to get into. I really like the character Laura, or Lara. I don't know if it's Lara or Laura. I was reading it mostly in my head, so I said Laura, but I guess it's Lara. Or maybe it doesn't even matter. But anyway, the main protagonist, I really liked her, but she did remind me a lot of Becky from the Shopaholic series, which is bound to happen because the Shopaholic series has so many books compared to a lot of the standalones, but she was the most like her, which I do love that character from the Shopaholic series, so I wasn't complaining. I did love her secretary. I forget her name, and I feel really bad for forgetting her name, but it's Charlotte, maybe? I'm trying to flip through the book. Natalie, no. Yeah, I forget her name, but I really like that girl. I really love Sadie's character. At the beginning, I was like, oh my god, ghost, that's so annoying. But I actually really enjoyed her character by the end. And after I got through the first 50 pages, I kind of got used to her attitude, and it was easier to get into her character. Didn't like Natalie, which was kind of the point. Ed, I really liked. I liked their chemistry that him and Lara had, and I really liked all the side characters too. Like a lot of them were very well developed. I really liked the character of her Uncle Bill and Diamante, which is her cousin, and I just really liked all the characters. The reason I gave a 4 out of 5 was because at the beginning, Sadie and like her family took a little bit to get into. Cover, I give a 4 out of 5. I really like the colors. If you know me, you know I like bright colored books. They just catch my eye. And I really love the pink and the, pink and yellow. Why am I forgetting colors? Yeah. Anyway, I really like the pink and the yellow, with the purple. I really love how the dress is like a different kind of, visual effects been put on it, and then the necklace is like drawn on, really nicely. It kind of looks like watercolors compared to like drawings, to me. And I really like both the covers. I've seen the other cover. A lot of you guys are telling me that you have that cover, and that cover's really cool. I like both covers equally, and I just really like this book because I don't really know what else they could do with it because besides this. Like, maybe they could have done like a scenery thing, but I think this is just nice and simple. It keeps the message. Like, there was a dragonfly pendant that was very prominent in the novel, so not complaining. Suspense, I give a 5 out of 5. Like, I was really wanting to read this. Like, I was reading close to 100 pages per day on my commute to school. Like, my commute's not that long to school, but I read and walk to the bus stop, and I have a 10 to 15 minute bus ride to school, and then waiting for class and stuff like that. And I was like really wanting to read it. Like, I was just carrying it around with me. Like, when I go on campus, especially on Fridays, I don't have anybody to hang out with. So I'm there around 2:40 and my class starts at 3:30. So I go to this one building and I'm just like, there's like little benches built into the wall, and I'm just like reading, and then like I'll walk over to the other building, but I'll have this in my hand and be like, okay, let's flip some more open. So it was very good. It kept me really gripped. And overall, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Now, it's not my favorite Sophie Kinsella book, but it's still really good. It's right in the middle, I would say. But yeah, I would definitely reread this again. I'm definitely going to reread this again in the, I don't know what time in the future. Probably farther future, because there's so many books I want to read, but I'm really happy I did read this. I'm really happy you guys were telling me it's your favorite because that really pushed me to read it. So thank you to the ones who were telling me that. And yeah, that's my book review on 20s Girl by Sophie Kinsella. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.